I was born in a Christian home. My parents and all my siblings are Christian. But in our extended family, we are mixed up with Muslim and Christians. We are living happily together because we thought we are serving the same God in a different ways. When I was 9 years old, my uncle, who was a Muslim, took me to live with him, and I told him I will be going to church. He refused that I will be going to mass with him instead. And I did not bother. I was good with his decision without knowing the implication as a child because I respected my uncle so much. But unfortunately, I don't know how to pray in Islam. And my uncle did not enroll me in Islamic school to learn the Quran in Arabic language. My uncle was a busy man. He don't used to stay at home in those days. But when he has my time, he used to teach me some of the basic knowledge of Islamic tradition, how to pray, and some of the basic truth about Islam. And in those days, he used to tell me that Islam is the best religion in the world chosen by God. He said to me oftentimes that Islam is the best religion in the world chosen by God. However, during my stays with my uncle, about 6 to 7 years, I was Islamically oriented, influenced by numerous Muslim friends I had in those days till today. When I left my uncle and came back to my parents, after my uncle passed away, may he so rest in peace, I was behaving like a Muslim. And my mother said to me, God forbid for her son to be a Muslim. She was angry with my uncle. Why don't he ask me to go to church? You see, because he is a Muslim, that lure me to follow him to mass. She was very, very angry. And I asked my mother, why did you say God forbid for me to practice Islam? By the way, Islam is the best religion in the world chosen by God. She said, it's a lie. She said, this is fallacy from the pit of hell. I said to her, no, mother, my uncle said Islam is the best religion in the world chosen by God. And I want to practice a religion that God has chosen. My mother said, God forbid. She said, God forbid for me to practice Islam. She said to me, Christianity is the only way to God through Jesus Christ, our Lord. She repeated it often and often. She said, Christianity is the only way to God through Jesus Christ, our Lord. She told me this, that this is the religion that I will practice all the days of my life because that is the only way to save. She said, this is the religion that I will practice from now henceforth to the rest of my life. And I put that in mind. But I was confused. I was confused. I don't know which one to go for. But I was praying. I was forced by my mother to be going to church. And I was going to church. But I have a divided mindset. Then I picked up the Quran. I picked up the Bible. Then as a teenager, confused, I have a lot of questions in my heart. Then I asked God in prayer, show me the true way to you. Reveal yourself to me. I picked up the Quran and I picked up the Bible. I began to explore to know the God of the Bible and the God of the Quran. And also to know the Jesus of the Bible and the Jesus of the Quran. And also to know the difference between the Bible and the Quran. The difference between the Bible and the Quran. And also to know who is the Prophet Muhammad of the Quran and his position in the Bible. And my research led me to understand the greatest lie in the Islamic world. The greatest lie in the Islamic world.